Do you want to know what it is?
Information.
Remember,
Information.
all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I am not a number. I am a free man.
Thanks for taking the time to join me on my channel, Nigel's View on Things. How you doing, how you keeping? Hope everybody's safe and sound where you are. Just a quick channel update before we get to see the video. 2 points to be made, not going to take too long about it. Firstly, congratulations to Dolphin's Dream for winning that first cup, just to let everybody know, and it's on its way as we speak. There is a second cup that's going to be won on this video, and the announcement of the winner will be put up somewhere through the video. There is a third cup still up for grabs, so you still got a chance to win if you wish one, and I will leave details of that at the end of the video and how you can participate. Oh, such big words you speak, Nige. I ain't got a clue what it means, but it sounds good, doesn't it? Number 2, you've been looking at the screen for the last 5 minutes trying to work out what's going on. Well, it might be longer because I don't half waffle on. You don't need to agree with me. Now, if you haven't got a clue what's going on, that means you missed my community post. If you want to see the post, make sure you hit the post button along with the video button, and you'll get to see all those posts that I've posted that you haven't seen. Of course, that makes sense. Yes, I'm going to D-Live. I'm not actually leaving YouTube as of this moment, but the reasons behind why I'm doing it can be best summed up with one word: censorship and free speech. Well, that's 2 words, Nige. Yes, let's not actually split hairs about this. I want to be able to make videos in the way that they should be made and not be dictated to in the way that I can make them. On D-Live, I can do that. I can express myself. On YouTube, if I express myself and they don't like what I have to say, what I show, they're going to give me a channel strike. They're going to terminate my channel, or they're going to bury that video that I spent 4 days in making, never to see the light of day. I'm just saying, YouTube's broken. Censorship is the word that is in play. They dictate to us what we can see, what we can watch. We don't have that freedom anymore. I think we're old enough to understand that if we don't like something, we can hit that switch and turn it off. You don't sing their praises, end of story. But on D-Live, different story. At the moment, the man hasn't got his finger on the pulse. Have you noticed how many channels on YouTube have suddenly disappeared because they made a video and the man don't like it? How many comments you've made that have suddenly disappeared, that have had all those replies? Or maybe the comments have changed. But of course, it's down to the man. You don't like what you got to say, you're gone. I'll leave the links to this in the description box down below. Please come over and hit that follow button. The ironic thing about this is you can log on to D-Live with your YouTube ID. Ironic indeed. It doesn't cost you anything to come over. You can even set a channel up for yourself and tell the truth without repercussions of the man. Well, enough of this joviality. Let's get on and watch some strange things in the sky. Lightning, one of Mother Nature's wonders and spectacles. I think you can agree we've all seen it. Something that science really doesn't fully understand. Plasma in our skies. It can be memorizing.
Boom! Holy moly. Boom! Oh my god. That was amazing.
It can be scary and make grown men think twice.
We realise that it is not happenstance that Brian and Holly have
It can be destructive.
A warning packet
Let me explain the effect that's just happened for those people that don't understand, and I'm sure most of you do. What actually happened there was lightning hit the tree, it instantly boiled the liquid that's inside, which is a sap, and it turns instantly into a gas. That expands so quickly it's got nowhere to go. It actually blows that tree up just like a balloon, and you get that great big explosion. But I'm saying to you, is lightning that destructive? Let's have a look at some more clips.
This video from the Houston area. It shows intense lightning overnight, and this is not a glitch. The first bolt appears to hit in the same spot over and over and over again for more than 10 seconds. As reported earlier, the storm threat isn't over. A flash flood watch is in effect for all of southeast Texas through tomorrow.
I'm going to stop it there very quickly because this next clip, something interesting happens that grabs my attention. It doesn't mean that it's never happened before. It means that I've never seen it before. I was asking myself, is this clip being played in reverse? And I don't believe that to be the case. We're actually told that, and we've seen that lightning strikes from the clouds down to the ground. But in this case, well, I'm not saying it's anything. I just find it quite interesting.
Oh my yes!
So as you can see, if you're a tree or a transformer, you're out of luck. You're just going to explode. But what is the devastation when it hits concrete? Let's have a look. I think you can agree it actually rips the tarmac up. You definitely don't want to be standing in that general direction when that hits. But when it hits a plane, nothing really does happen, does it? So clearly you can see it just goes straight through the plane and hits down to the ground. The plane and the car, or whatever it might be, is not really affected. So it doesn't cause that much destruction. Or does it? Here's a story that I picked up on quite some time ago and I needed to make a video about it. Here we are. What you're just about to see, they blame on lightning. Let's have a look.
Before sunrise, this is the video captured, being replayed over and over again. A quick explosion leaves this, a crater in the middle of the parking lot. The EQ measured the hole. It's 3 feet deep, 9.5 by 11 feet wide.
Surveillance video caught the moment a bolt of lightning, wow, did you see that? Hit a gas station in Fort Worth. There were no reported injuries, thankfully. This is at the Chevron near Shadydale Drive and Boat Club Road. It left a hole where the lightning apparently struck. There's also debris scattered around the area. Wow, incredible. Katie Johnston for CBS 11 News.
When I watched this clip, alarm bells started to ring in my head. Things really didn't make any sense. Questions started to flood in. I mean, we've already just looked at some clips and you can research this for yourself. When lightning strikes concrete tarmac, it makes nothing more than what I consider to be a pothole in a road. It's very, very destructive, as we've actually seen, but it's not that destructive. We're looking at a crater, a bomb blast, something that doesn't project on the video. Things don't really make any sense. You've got to ask yourself, did the lightning strike a petrol pump? I would expect to see a bigger explosion and people getting hurt. We don't get to see that. Did lightning strike the floor, hit a tank? Well, yet again, I would expect to see a fireball. Worst case scenario, maybe the petrol station itself gets vaporised. Yet again, we don't get to see that. I needed to find out what was going on and find the original footage. It took me 2 days to find. This is what I found, but it still raises more questions than answers. Many of you will recognise what you're looking at. We're looking at a CCTV system. Exactly what I've got at work, but it's much more complex. We need it in this day and age because those little scroats think they can come along and take what they wish, but never mind. Something that doesn't make any sense. There's a man there with a mobile phone taking a video off the screen. Instead of downloading it onto disk and then putting the original footage on the internet, well, and also, is that camera actually on that property? Let's have a look at this footage, then I'll show you what I found. We get to see the big flash in the sky, and then the big explosion on the floor. Well, what I deemed to be an explosion. We've seen enough video clips of lightning to understand what's going on, to know that there's a missing link. So what I've done now, I've slowed it down by 20 times, and I've zoomed it in. And we get to see something that I really think shouldn't be there. You could say what we're looking at is a meteorite hitting the floor, and that is very, very possible. When you get to see this, what's inside that circle? That makes no sense at all. It looks like a tail fin. And then you get the explosion. It looks like a cross. But whatever it is, it certainly shouldn't be on camera. It shouldn't be on film. And to make the point here, I don't know about you in your country, but over in the UK, gas stations, petrol stations, whatever you like to call them, they got a camera everywhere. They got more cameras actually in petrol stations than what they have in banks. They certainly don't want you to get away with anything in whatsoever. And for me, that actually makes no sense. We should be looking at very high quality pictures and not a second-hand off a screen through a phone. Exactly the same clip, slowed down 20 times, and I've used filter equalize. The filter doesn't put anything in, it doesn't take anything away, it just enhances what we're looking at. And what is inside that circle? It looks like a pressure wave. And then we get that explosion. Wow. Looks like a cross there. So, are we looking at a meteorite? Are we looking at a lightning strike? Or are we looking at something that might be weaponized? Now, that couldn't be possible. So now I'm thinking to myself, has this actually ever happened before? So I take a good look around. It does take me some time to find it, but this is what I found.
Breaking now, an explosion rocks a gas station. The store clerk thinks lightning hit one of the pumps.
Yeah, deputies say no one was hurt in the blast, but take a look at this damage. Firefighters telling us they believe lightning possibly struck an underground gas tank at this gas station. We're told there might have been someone pumping gas around that time when it happened.
The gas pump just got hit by lightning.
Catalina and Howland.
Yep, the stuff just went like 200 feet in the air.
You can see debris scattered from the blast just feet away from the pumps. The strike leaving what looks like a crater in the ground nearly 15 feet wide.
Well, there you go. Two identical events near enough, a year apart. What are the chances of exactly the same thing happening? The first one was Fort Worth Chevron Garage over in Texas, 30th of October 2019. The other one was Deltona, August the 22nd, 2018. But very, very similar. I'm just saying, coincidence or what? But here's the thing, we're talking about petrol stations, and inside a petrol station, like I said before, there are many different cameras as you drive in, by the pumps, as you go in the shop, but there's no high quality footage on either event, and I find that quite strange. It's like they're trying to hide what actually occurred. The only bit of footage we've got is a third party recording, and well, you make your own minds up about what you've just watched. I'm just saying, have they actually weaponised the weather? Well, we know they have, because we can actually go and see the patents. Geoengineering.org. I'll leave the links to that in the description box down below. So there's something for you to think about. Are we looking at lightning, or are we looking at weaponised lightning? Well, they certainly haven't got that sort of technology to start fires all over the world, or make things explode at will just like it's an accident, or put lenses in the sky, or even have a sun simulator. Come on, Nige, technology, you're out of your depth, you're talking absolute pony, mate. Enough of that joviality, let's find out who actually won that second cup. All you needed to do on this video, Jigsaw Sky, another 40 camera, was leave an interesting comment and get those thumbs up. Any comments from me or replies do not count, because that wouldn't be fair. 1,789 views on the video, 226 people liked it, 4 people were party poopers. You can't please everybody all the time. Hey, 1,789 views, come on Google. What did I say in that video? Why are you hiding it away? There's 134 comments. New Age Skywatcher, you have 6. Sincerely Sincere, you have 5. Kenny Petite, you have 5. That's Life, but not as we know it, you have 8. Michael Jones, you have 8. Birmingham Skies, you have 5. Boocat, you have 4. Lammy Pie, you have 4. Fishy Fingers, you have 2. Lone Yukon, you have 1. Pickle P, you have 2. And I'm just going to call you GW, you have 1. Thank you very much for everybody taking part. Really, really appreciated. So, the winner is going to be, it seems to be a tie here, between Michael Jones and That's Life Not As We Know It. Now, if we look down, we can see that Michael Jones has 6 replies. That's Life Not As We Know It has 3 replies. If we take the replies away from me, That's Life Not As We Know It has 2 replies. Michael Jones has 5 replies. So Michael Jones, you're the winner. Unfortunately, the people of the world are dumbed down. They only seem to be a small portion that looks at the sky and not at their phone all day. Thanks for the great pics. Well, thank you very much for the great comment. If you'd like to get in contact with me, your cup will be on its way soon as I get your details. Email address down below, and also you can private message me. And I would like to thank everybody for viewing my videos. You're great subscribers and staying with me. Really, really appreciated. So Birmingham Skies and everybody else, you've still got a chance of winning that cup. It's very, very simple. I made a statement somewhere through this video about a link. So all you really need to do is fill that blank in and tell the world what you think I meant by that statement. You can write it in the comment section. I'm not going to be judging this. Yet again, you can make it as funny as you like, as serious as you like. The people that are reading your comments will be judging you. So, the more interesting, the more funny that you make it, the more thumbs up and the more likes you're going to get. Michael Jones, congratulations once again for winning that cup. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you for leaving great comments, taking the time to watch my videos and supporting my channel. I don't ask for money, just support. It saves talking to myself. I'm not lonely anymore. I'm loved. Any rate, that's all I got for you now. Much love, much peace. Take care. Be prepared. Don't be scared. Be informed. Because if we can't help ourselves, we can't help other people. We can't share the love. Our friends and family do need us. You just got to ask yourself what's in place at this particular moment in time. Is that a great big distraction? And I believe so, because everybody's fighting over toilet roll and hand sanitizer. Hey, the world's gone on a meltdown. Something really doesn't make any sense. Much love, much peace, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.